Well, friends, welcome to tonight's mini live. Welcome to tonight's mini live. Y'all know how this works. Mini lives are just mini lives. Wanna know how them work already, and it's good to see you all back again here again. Mini lives are always great. Good night to all moderators. Good night to all members. Good night to those who just casually watch the channel every now and again. Thank you very much, and welcome to the channel. It is clear. It is clear that the rooster is going downhill. We can't believe it after all of this time. The rooster is going downhill. And I just want to say one thing. I don't see nothing wrong. Whoa, whoa. When I see the rooster cry, I don't see nothing wrong. Let's get into it.
I'm not that good of an actress. Okay. So I know I can never fool you because since you were a little bitty girl, we've always been in sync.
Mhm.
So I'm holding on. I'm holding on.
It's really an energy that you carry. And let me tell you something that I've learned.
Wait. Shayla is going to teach us something about what? About relationships. No, let me ask the question. Has Shayla learned enough yet to be teaching about relationships? Let me ask the chat that. Chat, maybe this is a question for us. Has Shayla learned enough to teach about relationships? Because Shayla is about to give a relationship lesson. One for yes, and two for no. And we don't know if she has learned anything yet to be giving relationship class, but let's keep going.
Now, I know you are an advocate of staying down, making
Mm-hmm.
it work by any means, even when things get rough.
Mm-hmm.
But when are you going to start looking out for yourself, Mom? I think the best thing to do in this situation with Dad is to let go. I mean, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you have so much going for yourself.
She has a lot going for herself, but Pam is better. So Shayla doesn't know this. You see, what Shayla doesn't know is that isn't Shayla still hung up on Anthony the same way? Of course she is. I mean, I know what she'll talk about. So it's interesting that she's giving this advice, almost like it's not even solid advice. But let's just kind of work at what really the thing is with all of this. Let's really and truly get in on where this really is. Right? She's beautiful and she's intelligent, and somebody else wants to have her going on. I don't know about that. She was offering it up to Brodie last night and him never take it. So it's obvious that she ain't going out with much. It's obvious.
To have a man bring you down in this way? Do you hear what I'm saying, Mom? I know that's not easy, but you just deserve the best in life.
I'm just touched right now.
You must be touched because I don't know what Shayla is talking about. So in other words, what they're saying is that Brodie has been bringing down Angelina. Wait. Maybe O'Neill missed something about this. Maybe there's something about this O'Neill understand. So let me see if we can find some clips, or let me say we can talk to my team here, so because y'all I forgot to answer my questions. So the move here is that Brodie has brought her down. Has brought Brodie brought Angelina down, because that's what Shayla is saying. One for yes and two for no. Me want to know when this happened. It's, she offered to Brodie with stipulations exactly, and she lost. So me don't know what's going on here. Shayla think that she has the perfect life now. She believes that, and of course, Iman just going to hit it and quit it anyways. But to be given the Shaman says she's saying nothing, not a thing she not say, because I don't know where she get this from all of a sudden. Y'all give me y'all's take on this, because I don't know since when Shayla can offer up advice. All Shayla knows is to open her legs to whomever. So what does she know? To be making it seem as though Brodie has, and don't get me wrong, Brodie has his wrongs in this, but to make it seem as though Angelina didn't kick Brodie out of the house is really, really uncanny and facetious. But you know what? Let them continue.
That's really what you're seeing. I never thought that my sweet little girl would grow up to be so wise. Like, you're just bringing these tears out of me. Because you're giving me wisdom right now.
Well, Mom, I don't want to see you suffer. The way Dad is doing you, you never deserved that. Another man will look at you and find the best thing he ever had in his life. And I just don't feel like you deserve what's happening.
Wait, the way how dad is doing her. So in other words, they're making it seem as though Brodie is 100% the villain in all of this. So in other words, Brodie is the 100. So okay, is Brodie 100% the villain in all of this? Maybe I missed it, and maybe the ladies have a perspective making it one for yes and two for no. No man, maybe whatever it is. Maybe. We mean Amber Cult. The people might ask questions. We mean Amber Cult. M. Johnson says, okay, Amber Cult. There is no cult here. We're asking genuine questions. Shayla said, she said the man has been a terrible man. And me I say, hold on a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. This hold on. She put him out. Stephanie, me know say me watch the same series. M. Johnson me watch the same series. She put out the man. So if you put out the man out on the streets, throw his clothes out, then when he goes to another woman, you make it seem as though him do something that he shouldn't do. Me not know. Maybe I'm missing something. She's talking about Brodie cheating. Yeah, but well then leave him alone. How about that? M. Johnson, you're in a cult supporting a woman who would steal another woman's life. Keep it real. You see that? Not, M. Johnson, you catch some strays right now because no, you're on here talking with Shayla's base in a device. Shayla not no credibility. Since when Shayla get credibility? When did Shayla become credible? No, Brodie the bad guy because he stand up for himself. Brodie has finally stood up for himself. No, Mark, you again. I'm not saying Brodie's cheating is correct, but come on, let's call a spade a spade. If you kick the man out of the house, if I kicked you out of a house, M. Johnson, you're telling me that you'd be bawling and coming back just the same way, and you wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe just me. Maybe just me. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah. If you just let the situation go.
Mm.
I know you're always advising me to stay with my family, to stick beside Anthony. But that isn't always the best thing.
I think you have got a point. And I don't think I've really looked at it that way.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm going to shift how I see things.
I don't believe that. I believe that what she's doing is she's telling Shayla what she wants to hear. Angelina is now telling Shayla what she wants to hear to stop the conversation. That's what I think going on. One for yes and two for no. And I'm going to show y'all that that's exactly what's going on. She don't believe none of what she just said.
Yeah. And who would think that you'd come over here and help to give me such an amazing revelation?
Yeah. Well, I'm not just gonna drop my son off on you.
No, that's
Is
not
he
how
stressing you out?
Never, never,
No.
never, never. Come give me
He's
some
bringing
love.
you joy?
Yeah, all the time.
I love you, Mom.
I love you more, babe.
You see that? That's the level of fakeness. So let me tell you something, N. Johnson. When you're sitting down defending Angelina, just remember how fake she is. She will fake her own daughter. So her daughter will give her advice and she's still fake. That's how fake she is. That is how fake Angelina is. This is exactly how I want to believe them people when them talk about things. Because they're very fake. They never do anything out of realness. They do things out of spite. That's why we have the feelings that we have, M. Johnson. I mean, we don't like it now because you can't stomach. You can't stomach. What is exactly transpiring here? What's transpiring is this. She's getting karma for what she did to Amber. This is what's going on. Watch your faces. Angelina is getting karma for what she did to Amber. Because believe it or not, one for yes, and two for no. Because believe it or not, let's really and truly discuss it. Believe it or not, believe it or not, a lot of the problems came from Angelina pressing the issue. Let me get some comments. I wish they would just put some wholesome love and happiness in the skits. Sick of hating and cheating and deceit. We are too. We honestly are too. For sure, we are too. Look at our face. Isa. Kai is playing and attending to himself again as usual while these people clock up a plan. That's exactly right, Trapstar. So, in other words, Kai is raising himself. Kai raised himself. So this is what I'm say is that the father thing is so weird because the truth is that like Kai deserves way better than this. Kai deserves. Me feel like Kai deserves as a kid. He deserves better than what they have to offer him. They have nothing at all to offer him. Oh my God. Amazing revelation that they are both full of crap. Two witches manipulating and lying. Exactly. Them are lying to even each other. That's how bad them really and truly is. They are even lying to each other at this point in time. Now she's starting to feel where Amber is coming from. I guess. Is she? What goes around comes around. That's exactly how I think about it. But that's what it is with Angelina. And Angelina really care. She never cared when Amber's thing was going on. Y'all need to remember this, When M. Johnson make comments, comment Johnson, Shayla got a new man now. She's matured in her thinking. It's, it's, Rooster village in chaos because of what she did and Shayla against Amber and Anton. Exactly. Because of what she has done to the people's marriage. What do you think will happen to that? Shayla is going to lose her child to the father. Well, let's see. Let's see. So that's the question. Right now, Kai is growing himself. Kai don't really have no parents. So all the talk, Anthony talk, maybe a better father is out there than Anthony. Maybe there's a better father out there for Kai than Anthony. To me, because maybe there's a father out there who is actually his father and really has the time to spend with Kai. Maybe there is that. You understand? Even though I know him work, but have more time then. Amber and Angelina and Amber are both married women, but Angelina is acting like she's above Amber. Which is weird in a man, which is exactly weird. And you never ever, you always wonder exactly what's going on with this. Is weird. The few persons who Team Shayla might be living that life. there are Team Shaylas. Honestly, there are Team Shaylas in the chat. Me notice it. They are there. Michelle B. will say, yes, Angelina kept pushing Shayla. Even when Shayla saw the handwriting on the wall, Angelina insisted that she continue to dismantle a marriage. That's why she get what it is. Better father, 1-800 better father. Let me see a comment. No, he don't need to be with Amber and Anthony. What they're a dysfunctional household. Well, Shayla is just as dysfunctional. Shayla is just as dysfunctional. So I don't know what you're talking about here because this is a dysfunctional home. No matter where you turn, the only reason why them dysfunctional is because of where Shayla is. No, don't get me wrong. Anthony having pieces them in there, but he gets more dysfunctional every time he has to deal. Every time he have to deal with Shayla. Every time. Him get more and more dysfunctional. More and more dysfunctional. 1-800 better father. Betterfather.com. So she thought of more money and shook Shayla's brain straight. Exactly. That's what's going on here, saying a Jewel B. That's what's going on here. So agreed 110%. I hope that Kai will have Anthony and Amber after Iman done with Shayla because the yeah, she's going over the edge. I'm telling y'all that Iman, okay, you know what? What? Let me ask y'all a question. What do you think about Iman and Shayla's relationship? And listen to me, it's not that we're trying to speak bad against some relationship, but the truth is, we don't believe it's a real relationship, and we think that there's some karma in it. We don't believe it. The man fall in love in 2 seconds. Shayla has not told him that she have a baby. She not tell him none of those things. But maybe them playing it a different way. Let me read y'all's comments, guys. Let me continue to read the comments. Let me read some comments. Let me see what you say, Angela Atkinson. Angela Atkinson says, but O'Neill, even when Anthony is functional, Kai get better treatment over there. That is true. And that's what I said to my, uh, M. Johnson just now. Joyce, you're right for asking, what relationship? You know, I've answered the question. Iman and Shayla don't have a relationship. Well, she believes so. She's talking from the place of relationship. The Dalton's estate is a much better stable environment for Kai than Shayla and Angelina. This is very, very valid, Cassim. That valid. Let me keep seeing what y'all say. Shayla must be writing these skits. She must be. Maybe Shayla is writing her own skits, so she write herself to look like a good person because it don't work. Um, Goddess London says that they don't match. So may I ask you, want to think about the Iman and Shayla relationship? Do you think it's real? Is there anything in there or not? It's a situationship. There is no substance to it. May I agree with that. But people have said something that you know it is shallow. Beatrice said it's shallow. So may I get to take on the relationship right now. Why do people hate Amber so bad? Me no know because them like they like the foolishness with Shayla. That's my heart is in his hands. Angelina is so delusional and Shayla thinks that she's found another Anthony, but she will get a rude awakening. That's what's going on. I agree with this. What she believes is that she's trying to find another Anthony. Instead of trying to find a good man, she was trying to find another Anthony. That was the problem. That was the problem. It is a situationship. Faye said it's a situationship. John Miller will say, I wonder if Angela is going to find another man rooster. So it's not really a relationship. Y'all are saying it's not really a relationship. Shayla and Amber don't have a relationship. He don't want her. He don't want no labels or titles. That makes sense, Joel B. That makes sense. He did say that. Mitchell B. will say, the reason Anthony and Amber are dysfunctional is because of Shayla and Angelina. If they get out of their lives, they'll be able to get it together. I think so too. I honestly believe that too. I think the dysfunction has to do with Angelina and Shayla. So the question is, are Angelina and Shayla, see if we can spell a word, destabilizing agents to Amber and Anthony's marriage? That's the question you have to ask. One for yes, and two for no. We call them a destabilizing agent. There was a time when them destabilized Jamaica. We can go upon that on the next day. But we feel that they are destabilizing agents. You have some people like this that are in your life and you have to get rid of them. Them are destabilizing agents. No man will put up with Angelina's verbal and physical abuse. No man will put up with it. But you know what, Kasim? Sometimes I say no man at all. Me have some simps that come out of the woodwork, or sometimes I don't know where them come from. Kasim, sometimes I have some simp that come out of the woodwork. I don't know where them come from, and then make it things bad. Destabilizing agents. This is what I call them, destabilizing agent. In other words, them going into things and destabilizing. Kai is overplaying by the standing mirror. These two women didn't even notice it. Them didn't even notice that. You're right. Destabilizing agent. Me know you said no. They are destabilizing agents, M. Johnson. We know you're not agreeing about them are destabilizing agent. Put it this way. If the man didn't have money, Shayla would not be interested. He doesn't look like her type. He doesn't physically appear to be someone she would be with. Exactly. He's not her type. She wants a savvy businessman. Shayla is looking for a savvy businessman like Anthony. Shayla doesn't realize that she's temporary. If she was on social media, she would see what's really going on with Iman. Exactly. She's a destabilizing agent. Why do you think that Amber so hell-bent on finding out if Kai is Anthony? She wants Shayla out of her life. Shayla is the destabilizing agent. Guys, the like button need to be hit. Hit the like button. Oh, I'm gonna hit the like button so people not coming. All right, let me keep running through some comments. At this point, Angelina needs to focus on her marriage. She should be focusing on the marriage, mommy. I agree with you 110%, but she isn't. Because of all of this. Them are focused on chicken head things. Chicken head things. Amber was warned about Shayla, but she wouldn't listen. That is true. She was warned that Shayla is a destabilizing agent. That's what Shayla does. She's known this thing since high school. Rightfully so. Exactly. Shayla and Iman don't even look good together. So in other words, when I say them not really match. So these are the question. People are saying them not match. Does Shayla, so the question, and Iman match? Una said not matching at all. One for yes, and two for no. Una said not match at all. That's what I said. Y'all are saying them don't match at all. Una said them not match. Una said them don't match. No, una said them not match at all. Most people saying match. She looks better with Anthony. Well, you see, even you had to agree with that. Them not match because she was trying to. Well, she was trying to look good with Anthony. I don't know if Anthony is the best thing. Focusing on our marriage. It is time though, Brooke, for this kid to move on from it. I'm hoping that them kind of carry us along. They are carrying us there. Them not take too long. To be very, very fair with it, they are doing the best they possibly can to bring us there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to get with it. We're not there yet, but I'm gonna try to carry with there, you know? They are trying to bring us there right now. Really and truly, I'm gonna try to bring with there, you know? Little by little, them try to carry with it. Yeah? Them try and see them can take us there little by little. We don't know. But y'all know how it works. Hey, that comes to the end of our mini live. I can't do it without giving y'all what we need to give y'all. Good old chicken head.
When you see some chicken heads,
Have a good night, guys. Enjoy your night.